television highlights of the news of yesteryear.
Kind of looks like Paul. Greetings, everybody, and welcome to the weekly wrap-up. All the time we've been doing this, and I just noticed that cartoon guy at the end kind of looks like you, Paul.
Yeah, I'd like to get those goofy frames.
Yeah, the old school, like big chonky nerdy frames.
Yeah, and with the rest of the words. Goofy.
Yeah. I can see you wearing that.
Oh,
good evening, everybody. We have Paul Chatto with us.
Hello.
As you can tell. And we also have with us Six. How you doing, Six?
I'm doing great. I feel really good tonight. I'm excited.
Good.
Looking forward to hours of live streaming.
You sound rested up.
Yeah, I should be. Got a little bit of sleep last night.
They're saying Paul is blank. I know you're really digitized on our end. I don't know if that's...
Am I?
He looks good on my YouTube end.
He does on yours? Okay. Maybe it's just me then.
Blank. I don't know.
Yeah, I can see him. It's really digitized, but I can see him. And there's a delay.
Huh.
Do you want me to pop out and pop back in?
Your sound is fine. I think it's just your video is being a little wonky.
I'll quit. I'll be back.
Okay.
Oh no, they say they can see you now. So he's like, but they say you're like 144p. Yeah.
And how about you, Six? Can you see me reasonably?
You look great on my because I've got the YouTube up on my phone and then StreamYard on my laptop. And
it's starting to get better now, actually. There's a little bit of delay yet.
Okay.
But people are saying it's good now, so we'll just hang in there. Okay. Maybe it's just your connection catching up. But anyway, this is the weekly wrap-up where we talk about everything and anything but the news.
Which is great.
I'll tell you what, I started watching a show last night, Paul, that will come up in your next TV guide.
Oh.
I did. Oh my gosh, I wasn't expecting this individual. Mikey, what happened?
Well, I was listening to you guys on the show, and I'm like, I can't let them do this thing without me.
I thought you weren't coming.
I thought you had contracts to do.
I decided I'm going to be up half the night anyways doing the project I'm doing. What the hell? I need an hour break. I'm taking.
Well, Mikey
I'm here.
Might like
of course,
this
he's
show.
going to come.
I started watching one of the biggest shows of the 80s, a show that is probably most identified with the 80s last night.
Okay.
And it started in 1984.
Okay. That's
Miami Vice.
Oh, yeah.
I never really saw it as a kid. I mean, I was aware of it because it was like everywhere. And I've never actually sat down and watched it. And I never realized Michael Mann produced it and all that shit.
Yep.
I'm like, oh,
yep.
Okay. And I got it on
Giorgio Moroder, I think, did the theme.
Yeah. And I got it. Best Buy had the Blu-ray box set on really good sale. Like it was less than like $40 for all 5 seasons. So like, fuck it.
I mean, wow. And it was the next big fashion statement since the padded shoulder.
Yes.
I mean,
yeah, they really made pastels.
Yes.
Cool.
Jan Hammer, that's who did the theme. Yes.
Oh, Jan Hammer.
Jan Hammer, yeah.
Yeah. It was just again, brilliant theme.
It feels like a movie, man. Like the first episode is a 90-minute episode. It's like this was a show. Wow. The production.
Did you see Edward
value?
James Olmos in it yet?
Not yet. He's not in the first episode. He's one of the only mains that's not in the first episode.
Yeah, he comes later and he comes on. He changes the whole show in a whole awesome direction.
Oh, he was great. Tubbs couldn't act worth poop.
Yeah, he's not the greatest, but I can see his appeal. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, two good-looking guys.
Very good-looking guy for the 80s, yes.
They invented the jacket where you push up the arms.
Oh, really? Yeah, I suppose.
It was a groundbreaking, cheesy show. I mean,
well, I think that kind of gives me the answer that I've been kind of wondering all this time, because I noticed there was movies were done like 82 is promoted as one of the best years of films ever, and it looked like 82 was just a hell of a year on television. Then you got to 83, and now it wasn't so good. Now I'm curious if 84 is going to be as good on television as it was in theaters, because same thing going on there. And Miami Vice already gives you kind of an idea, but yeah.
I haven't peeked at the 1984 TV guide. So
yeah, I don't remember what else started that year, but I just happened to look. I'm like, oh, this started in 1984. I'm like, well, that'll be in your next one then.
Yep, that'll be my next one. I don't have 1985, 86. I've reached out to someone on eBay. I haven't heard back from them.
So yeah, are those on that website you happen to find, or
no? Only one of them was on the
bummer.
website, unfortunately.
Is it being updated, or is it just like one of those things that's kind of seemingly just as it is?
It seems like it's done. It's like whatever people put up there is pretty much it. So I can buy them. Like I said, I'm just trying to get them all from one person, as opposed to I'm missing 6 between 1980 and 2000.
You know what sucks? Because I used to have a lot of them, but yeah,
it's okay. Hey, listen, if anybody out there has got the fall previews for 1985, 86, and 1999, tell me.
Yeah, because I used to save a lot of that stuff. Well, I had a house fire when I was younger, so a lot of my stuff was lost then. But then, like later on, I would save like any of the TV guides that had like special stuff on it or stuff I liked. Like I still actually have a bunch of the TV guides with the episode 2, Star Wars episode 2 covers.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've got boxes of TV guides from like almost every single week from 1970 to 1980, but I'm just missing a couple of the fall previews. So
yeah, I didn't save a lot of those per se. So like I'm sure I don't know how many of those I would have had, but there was a time where I did save quite a few.
Yeah, my mom saved them. That's where I got the habit. Strange.
Paul, I just want you to know that I've taken upon my personal commitment that so help me God, if this week between Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you don't get to 100, I'm going to lose my ever-loving mind.
Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. You're very sweet.
I'm willing to go camera on with a tight nipple shirt.
You got a netted tank top?
Nope, but I'm looking on that. I'll look on Amazon right now. Hold on.
Speaking of Amazon, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm just going to say that, if there's some television show that's easy to rag on, that's a quick way to get numbers. But on the other hand, like I'm very proud of the most recent video I did about what does green lighting mean.
Oh, yeah.
That video was great.
And no one's talking about that stuff. And so,
yeah, you pretty much boil it down and take a lot of the emotion that a lot of us have out of it.
Correct.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I can see why you guys greenlight what you do when you do it. Because it's, yeah.
So, I mean, when I was exec, you had to greenlight, like you had to. So you filter it down to whatever is available, and you go, yeah, hold your nose and you go for it. So
Monkey Jeebus says every tight shirt is a nipple shirt for you, Mikey.
Okay, you know what? That guy I already fired him and put him up probation. That guy shouldn't even be on YouTube right now. He got fired like weeks ago.
Speaking of Amazon, I discovered this earlier, and I'm just like, oh my God, I need this in my life. These are lawn ornaments. They're T-Rexes eating gnomes.
Wow.
I guess there's a whole bunch of them. I'm like, oh my God, I got to get these now. Just more crap I don't need. No, I didn't buy them, but I'm just like, man, those would look so cool in my yard. Somebody would steal them though around here.
We had in not this neighborhood, but the last neighborhood I was at, they actually had a black lawn jockey, and we're going, okay, this is a little bit past, it's best before date. And I don't think they realized they were Polish immigrants. So I don't really think they understood what it meant.
The only one that I know of that's still like around, I can't remember this place that they have one out there, but it was like always like this good luck thing where you rub its head on the way in and out and stuff like that. But I can't remember.
A mezuzah?
Yeah, I can't remember now. It was one of those lawn jockey things, though. Like it was, but like it's been there for so long that it was like this thing, and they were like, yeah, they were debating on whether or not they should remove it or not. It was like this story I was just happened to read one time. Just reminded me of that.
So you know what, Mikey, I can certainly ramp it up, and I've got a rant video, a good one, coming up. And the audiences out there tend to like it, but you know what, I really do like my introspective stuff and talking about things that no one else out there is talking about. And so, no, I'm fine. I think for sure I'll be there by the middle of, what is it, March? We're at the end of March, middle of April for sure. I'll be there.
Sounds good.
So,
all right, okay. So I shouldn't order the nipple shirt yet.
No, yeah, but have it handy.
But your support is really appreciated. Trust me.
I'm committed, Paul.
Six says she feels like she's streaming with her dad. Oh no. Mr. Buttcrack Media has been a member for 10 months at the minimum effort puppy level. Thank you so much. Considering nobody is watching right now, according to my StreamYard, it says 0 people are watching.
That happened to Loki the other day.
Yeah, it's been happening. Yeah.
Oh, there's all sorts of people in the chat.
I see that. We have a Valiant Renegade raid. So thank you so much, guys, for those who came over from here or came over to here from there. Appreciate it. And speaking of Buttcrack Media, he sent us a 220 Canadian super chat. Says, "Hey, all loved you. Hey, all loved your latest TV guide video, Paul."
Yeah, that was that was a fun one. The two hot blondes from 1983. About the only good thing about that year.
I almost want to track down an episode or 2 of that show with Sam Elliott now.
The cowboy show.
Yeah, because it was like, wait a minute, that sounds just like Yellowstone. It was called Yellow something too. That was the other weird thing. Yellow Rose. And I'm like, wait a minute, because like Sam Elliott's like the fatherly figure in this family on a ranch, and it's a bunch of them, the boys and the inner politics, and I'm like, that sounds just like fucking Yellowstone. Well,
I don't know if he was the father. Chuck Connors was in it.
Or Chuck Connors was in it too, but yeah, Sam Elliott was in it as well. But that was what stuck out to me because I'm like, Sam Elliott, funnily enough, was in 1883 or whatever. So yeah.
But Sybil Shepherd, what a cast! Oh, and what's his name? Don Johnson, I think. What was it? It's like
yeah,
someone like that. I can't remember. But it's really neat to talk about the old shows and it's
Sybil,
funny.
Chuck Connors.
It's funny how people have a hard time with the idea of quality versus success, and people use the term incorrectly all the time, which is what I'm trying to trying to teach them just how the networks work.
Okay. Here's the synopsis. The trials of the Champion family as they run the Yellow Rose Ranch. Pretty slim chickens.
I haven't watched Yellow Slick or whatever the
Yellowstone.
Yeah,
it's I'm sure there's variants, but like
Tom got me started on it and then I just freaking couldn't stop.
Yeah, you liked it.
Oh, dude, it was addictive.
It looks a lot like Yellowstone, actually. I'm sure there's a lot more classic kind of because
there it is.
Yep. Sybil Shepherd. It looks like it must have gotten like a DVD release or something because these are pretty good quality.
It is.
Yeah. There's Steve Sonder and David Soul.
I think we should have our own Western.
That's who it was. David Soul.
Yep.
Man, does he look like he's wearing a wig? Chuck Connors looks like he's wearing a tube.
But that's what it looks like. It's like a couple generations of a family on a ranch.
Yeah. Yep.
Like a soap opera-y, and that's kind of what Yellowstone. Like I'm sure there's, but it just, I saw that and my jaw dropped. I'm like, wait a minute.
I saw it. Chuck Connors is great. I loved him.
Yeah, I love your TV guide videos. I'm glad that they got voted the favorite on that poll you did.
Oh my God! I thought the name for our Western it'll be called Meadstone. That's
Maidstone.
Yeah.
Monkey Jeebus has been a member for 8 months. Thank you so much. What were you gonna say, Paul?
No, I was just going to say it's going to be the story of 4 avatars.
Well, me and Six can't be on the show tonight because she and I are going over to the farmhouse.
That's right. And Tom just moves the avatars around, so it looks like we're together. There we go. Hey, Six, looks like we're dating.
No, me and Six is meeting me in the farmhouse.
I can animate.
Where we stop, nobody goes. There's supposed to be a bunch of new features I haven't even messed with yet either. Like, I guess you can mess with some of the layouts and stuff.
Can you tell what I was doing?
No.
Well, it wasn't me, so it doesn't count. Ah, get it? No one caught that joke.
No, I didn't.
Get it? She was doing
me.
Oh,
doing you.
No, get back here. What is going on here? Everything is going crazy. There's new like features I don't know how to use. Big Daddy MRI has been a member for 19 months. It says, "Hi, Ragu. Sauce is blue green and comes in a bottle with a nipple. You can just be like Luke."
Is it just me, or is it your voice kind of cutting in and out there, Tom?
Is it?
He's possible. Crackling.
Oh, it is so.
I didn't want to tell him because then he'll worry about it for the rest of the show. Way to go, Paul.
Sorry.
He is crackling, though.
I will worry about it.
We do need to hear him.
You need a new mic, big time.
That steam-powered computer, maybe that could use it.
I don't know if it's my mic or if it's the Stream Deck.
You sound good now.
Yeah, it's because I'm rebooting everything.
Wait, what?
Because it used to be that it would periodically crackle, and it's pretty been consistently crackling.
Probably the USB cable. I bet he's on the USB mic.
Why are they over here? Your laundry?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, I reset my Stream Deck. I think it might be the Stream Deck. I don't know. It might be the mic cord. Big Daddy MRI says, "Hey, Ragu sauce is blue and green and comes in a bottle with a nipple. You can be just like Luke. Yuck. Love me some Midnight's Edge After Dark. Hi, Tom, and the great panel. We need pictures, Mike. Pictures of what?
The nipple shirt.
Oh. Now, did you guys hear the Ragu joke? I doubt that Paul did.
The Ragu
joke.
I had Ragu for dinner.
Funny. Because we were talking about the Grogu and Rey movie that's been rumored. And I said, yeah, they've already been working on their combination name. It's either going to be Grow Ray or Ragu. And everybody went with everybody likes Ragu better, so
I like that.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny.
That's weird.
Yeah, it was. But it got a big laugh.
Okay.
Big laugh. I think I almost broke Valiant with that one. That was kind of funny. Dearest sends us a thumbs up. Thank you so much, Dearest. Hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. That helps us out here. We got Big Daddy MRI here who says, with a pair, character dancing under the rain of confetti and taking his hat off to say, "You are amazing." Well, you are amazing.
He is
Big
amazing.
Daddy MRI. He's a doctor like person. He does MRIs and stuff, right? That's why he's Big Daddy MRI. He could take pictures of your insides. Scott Westbrook says, "Here's a few coins towards the new mic, not a new mic." Well, of course, we'd never replace Mike.
Well,
Mikey.
I could do something that would get me fired. Like I could do like something.
You'd have to do a lot.
Like what?
I don't know, something that would make Tom really mad. Like, what would I do? I don't even know what I would do.
You'd have to do a lot.
You'd have to like do his mom.
Bah! What?
And even
I don't even know if that would do it.
What are you people talking about? Stop that. You guys stop talking like that right now.
He would never do such thing anyway.
You guys are freaking me out, or like we say in Spanish,
me
estás friqueando. Ustedes me están friqueando. I just made up that word, friqueando.
That is not a real word.
Nope, but it sounds
Jim
good.
Watari also sent a $20 super chat for a new mic, not a new Mikey. See, he's more specific. See, some people liked your joke, Six. Look at that. You're getting some laughs. Mikey would be Tom's stepdad then. Yes. No! See, that's where I'm not sure if I see it. I don't know. See, that'd be weird, but like I could call him dad.
I call him daddy sometimes.
Hello.
Okay, I'm down for that, 6.
I never called my father that, so it's not really weird to me to call him that.
That's okay. What the hell was that?
Oh, we're saying goodnight to my kid.
No problem. I'm just like, what the hell? I didn't know where it came from.
Good night, John Boy.
Good night, John Boy.
Good night, Mary Ellen.
Yep.
That's
right.
Yeah,
come on over. Good night. Good night, everybody.
What year did that show start? You already covered that one, right, Paul? That was like late 70s.
That was like the 60s, wasn't it?
No, late 70s, I think.
Just needed to get John Boy, get out of Mary Ellen's room.
Oh my
That's like Game of Waltons.
Yes. You know what? They should do an era of that era where, people are stooping and throwing children out of windows and
on the Waltons.
I mean, we could.
Valiant can't even do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the one, the only Lily Von Stupp. Don't give me a Blazing Saddles intro. Not expect me to take it.
If we want family members stooping each other, we just do it in the Ozarks.
Yeah.
Oh God.
That's like, what's the name of that one? There was a documentary. Yeah, but there was a documentary where they actually had done about this family that had been living up there for like years and years and years, and they're like so inbred. And then they went back 20 years later to see how they'd been getting along. It's just like weird.
Wow. Was that the Druthers or whatever? What was that What was that A&E show of that religious family with 28 kids?
Oh, no, not the
Duggars.
The Duggars. Well, that's almost not funny because the one brother, he's kind of in some trouble.
Oh, yeah. But, Hey, look at it. One kid out of 30. That's pretty good.
That's not bad. That's I mean, it is bad that it happened, but it's like the odd factor. Anyway, your Muslim uncle is here. He's been here for 13 months. Thank you so much, your Muslim uncle. And then he sends us in a super chat for $4.99 and says, a Ramadan gift for you all. No, Mike, you can't spend it on elf sickles. There's elf sickles now?
That's a new thing.
What?
That sounds fucking disgusting.
The Hills Have Eyes. No, that was a good movie.
That sounds super disgusting.
Speaking of good movies, I watched Megan finally.
Oh, wait. What did you think?
You hadn't seen it?
I fucking loved it. No, I never got around
to it. It was great.
Right? Wasn't it awesome?
I know it's not Paul's cup of tea, but it was freaking amazing.
I want to see it. I want to see Megan.
You might like it because of some of the gear porn, but if I were you, just see the rated version because I'm not sure how you deal with the gore. But yeah,
I'm a bit squeamish.
There was very little.
Very little even in the unrated version.
Yeah,
though,
I mean the big difference between the unrated and the rated version was that in the unrated version you actually saw like when she rips the knife off of the paper shredder and she goes through a guy's throat.
And stuff.
That was
you
it.
Could tell what was. You could
literally
tell,
that was all there was to it. I mean, it was just that quick. That was the issue. They're like, if we take that out, we can go from an R to a PG-13 and open the spectrum up for bigger audiences.
Well, it's got great setups. It asks all the right questions throughout the film. I mean, sure, it's a little soap opera-y when you get into it, with the girl losing her parents and then going to live with the aunts and all that kind of stuff. But the great part about that is it uses that whole dynamic throughout the story. And I love how it really sets up this idea of her not really facing this shit and using Megan as basically a babysitter for the kid and the problems that come along with that, right? Like,
yeah, it's the parallel is parents just handing an iPhone or iPad off to shut their kid up.
That is very heavy-handed in the movie, and that's the kind of messaging. It's like, look, it's handled well. I mean, exactly.
Give a kid a murderous iPad. That's an allegory. That's a good allegory.
And have you seen it yet, Six?
I think 6 is Megan.
Did she step away?
She might have.
I think 6 had 6 other things to do.
Sorry, I was changing my clothes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Camera on.
I was close.
She's nude on stream, folks.
Well,
No,
this
You
just
see it
got
here
hot.
first.
Don't
I mean,
have
hear
to
it
turn
here
on
first.
the camera. Just describe it in detail.
So it's porn
on.
for blind people.
I'm wearing a red Millennium Falcon T-shirt.
Oh,
So I just shared something back screen. We're gonna go hot. Yeah. Rina
What was the question,
Sawayama.
Tom?
So is she wearing something like this? No,
That's
Six,
my
I was
girl in
curious
John
if
Wick
you-
4,
Had you
baby.
got to see Megan yet or no?
No, I don't think. I think it's going to be a little too graphic, and I heard that there's some animals that don't have a good outcome. And
There's a mean puppy in it,
yeah,
but you don't
no
really
animals ever
see
get
what
hurt.
happens per se. Well, not really, no. But you kind of almost. This is one of those situations where you almost kind of feel like, yeah, that dog deserved it, kind of a thing.
no, I've never thought that about any animal.
Yeah, I
but
know.
the
It's-
beginning, the way that the dog died in John Wick, that's about as far as I can handle.
You actually don't see the death, let's say. But it's like it isn't unprovoked, right? Like the dog actually does take a chunk out of the girl.
Well,
First.
she probably deserved it.
Whoa.
Whoa, maybe. I tell everybody that our websites are dolphin free.
What?
Like no cruelty. We don't have dolphins in any of our websites. Never mind.
Oh,
It's a tuna joke.
Yeah, but the other thing I did like about this movie, and I know that does bother some people with animals, but with me, it's like everything was no holds barred in this movie. Like they'll go after anybody.
Well,
It doesn't matter if they're
what was
kids
the-
or old people or anything. Yeah.
What was the John Cleese, Jamie Lee Curtis movie where they were dropping shit on that dog? Fish Called
Which one?
Wanda.
Fish Called
Oh,
Wanda.
Fish Called Wanda. Oh,
A lot
my
of
God,
people
yeah.
were very disturbed by, what was happening to that horrible woman's dog.
Oh, because it kept getting dumped down. I thought that was yeah.
I mean, it was.
I love that
outrageous.
movie. Yeah, it's like basically like Monty Python.
But I
humor,
do know
though.
people who were really offended by that.
I get it, and I do understand. I've known a lot of people who are sensitive to that, and that's understandable.
Well, but
But
it is funny in John Wick that you can lay waste to 100 human beings, but one dog, hey, watch it.
I know, right? It's okay though. I mean,
well, the dog
it's,
was innocent.
Correct.
in this, especially in John Wick. Yes, like in that
Yeah.
case, definitely. Yeah, like who wouldn't go kill all those fuckers over that dog?
I would. I've never been more sexually attracted to a murderer than I have with John Wick. I was like, go get him, buddy.
Yes. So for those who may not know, just so you do, Six had never seen John Wick before, so you decided to catch
No.
yourself up with the franchise. So you finally saw
I've
at least the
watched it
first
3
one, right?
times in the last 2 days, I think.
Have you seen the sequels yet, though?
No, I
I
keep
couldn't
pushing
get
play on
through
the first
one.
You couldn't get through the first one, Paul?
No, couldn't get through. It was just.
I know how to use my pistol like that, Six.
Oh God,
Shall we demonstrate? Or
Yeah, there you go.
yeah,
he's locked and
Yeah,
loaded,
whip it out,
folks.
guys.
That's right.
you know, just
Careful, you're gonna get me
We'll-
taken down here.
we'll go for the Wick thing. No,
It's fake. It's a fake one, kids.
this is all according to YouTube specs, and believe me, I wear a SIG hat. I've looked this up. It's all instructive at this point, right? This is not being used in a violent manner in any way. This is an instructive purpose. This is a 6-hour P229. This is actually most closely related to the gun that was used by one Mr. Peter Weller in RoboCop. This is RoboCop's gun. So, yeah, this is just RoboCop.
They just added an extension. You know how that is sometimes, guys.
Oh, no,
gotta
no, no.
add a
I'm
little
talking about like where
bolt onto it.
Peter Weller was before he became RoboCop.
Oh, when he was a regular cop.
When he was a regular cop, when he was doing like the first thing in the first
Because
season
the gun
with
he
Nancy
has as
Allen.
RoboCop is a real gun too.
This-
It's just got a bunch of added shit onto it.
This
yeah.
this is the actual. Well, it wasn't a 229, but it's a very close model. It was a 9mm model, very close to this. This is actually what Peter Weller carries as a cop before he becomes RoboCop in the film. Yes, that's
Gotcha.
this gun. Yeah.
Oh,
I always thought Rutger Hauer's name sounded like a gun model.
it does. Rutger Hauer. I got the Rutger Hauer 16
I got the
millimeter.
Rutger Hauer. Yeah, that's right. 9mm.
9 millimeter.
That's right.
Oh Lord, I watched I watched a gear porn movie, Paul. I don't know if you've ever seen this one. This last week, it's called Runaway with Tom Selleck.
No, I not.
Michael Crichton directed it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm kind of not surprised because the way it would have been promoted, it would have been more like a thriller. But like, I can see you totally getting into it just because of all the gear porn it's in it, and the stuff that movie predicted was insane. Like, they actually used the term "smart something."
Wow.
And they had like drones and other things. And the reason I thought of that is because Valiant just brought up that gun. That was also one of the first movies where they ever had cops using guns like that. Because at that point, cops were still using revolvers usually. So it was like another kind of point of how the movie just kind of called the future. It was really weird. Yeah, see, people in the chat know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, remember when RoboCop
Kirstie
shot that guy in the
it.
dick? I love that
remember
comment.
When RoboCop. Yeah, Kirstie Alley's in it. Tom Selleck. Gene Simmons plays a bad guy. Kisses Gene Simmons, that is. So yeah, it was an interesting movie, and Michael Crichton directed and wrote it. So yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I'm watching Chloe, the German revenge series on Netflix, and it is fantastic. What's really fun is seeing all these East German cars like the Trabant, and because I saw them in '72 when I was in Hungary, and it's just, these are wretchedly bad cars, and the Skodas and all these behind the Iron Curtain cars. So if you like car porn, and you're interested in the behind the Iron Curtain garbage that was made, the Lada. Well, this is pre-Lada. But oh my gosh, what a great storyline Chloe has. It's subtitles. If you don't like subtitle movies, then you won't like it. But it is. I highly.
What's that on?
Chloe.
Oh well, for you it'd be something probably different up there. But yeah.
Yeah, Chloe is great. I recommend it. It's just.
Is it like a Netflix show or an Amazon
it's a Netflix show?
Okay.
It's really
so it should be
done.
on Netflix. Here's what I was asking.
Yeah, it's a revenge thing. You know, East German spy who is sent to West Germany to kill people. She gets framed, and then when the Berlin Wall comes down, she gets released from jail, and then she goes after all the people who framed her, and it's great. And you don't mind it that she is short, but it's clear that this woman got trained, so she doesn't look like, you know, Rodriguez from Thor. You know, they've really got her. She knows her stuff, and she doesn't go after a guy out in the open. She lures them to a place where her size and her position is an advantage. And so it's really well done.
So, I've never heard of that one.
Yep. It's, you know, if you like revenge movies, revenge stories, then I highly recommend Chloe.
Revenge porn.
I do enjoy him from time to time. We got Warwolf, who's been a member for 21 months at the minimum effort puppy level. Thank you so much. We got Fat Steven in the house. Dear parents,
buddy.
Sorry, not sorry for Twitter and Elf meme. Well, you still owe me $500.
You owe me $500.
Shoom sends in 5 and says, according to Lapida, Mexican Iron Man pistol fires blanks. Oh,
wait, whoa.
Shum is also on probation and suspended from social media effective immediately.
Shum, is it Shum or Shoom?
I don't know.
Shum.
Either way, he's still on probation and he's suspended from social media.
Mike,
well, did he sign the TOS?
What?
Oh, I was going to say, Mike, I got to tell you. So we had a question during Renegade Online tonight, specifically for you. I'm so
sorry I missed the show, bro, but I had
No, it's okay. It's totally cool. Everybody understood. I was like, Mike's in tax season. We all have real lives. But I was so wishing you could have been there to answer this question because somebody actually super chatted in. Okay. Can somebody explain the rabbit chicken thing to me? Because I missed something and I don't get it. I had to explain rabbit chicken on your behalf. And I was like, oh my God, I wish Mike was here because I can't do half of it justice like you can. So I thought it was great. I wish you'd been here to at least explain rabbit chicken.
Well, we're going to do it right now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a rabbit chicken. He is known as Morris. He was in Shang-Chi, and he is the stupidest ass damn thing I've ever seen in the Marvel Universe. He has wings like a chicken. You see his wings? He's got paws, okay, like a rabbit. He's got a white tummy like a rabbit, and we don't know what end is forward. Tom, do we still have that video somewhere?
This is in Shang-Chi?
Yes, this
I'm
is
working on it.
I walked out of that movie, Shang-Chi. I walked out of the movie at the point where I realized that a headless, eyeballless, weirdo creature from some other realm was going to save the day by leading people to the magical freaking forest. And I'm
trying to remember.
And I'm like, it was in the basement, and he was playing with it. His name was Morris.
Oh my God!
The Slatterly guy that what's his face played Gandhi. God darn it! Who's the actor? He's the only one who could talk to him. Ben Kingsley. Yeah, his character was the only one who could talk to him or whatever, or he understood what they were saying.
I was like, okay, at the part where this thing's taking everybody to the magical forest, I'm out, and that's when I walked out of the movie.
Do you like rabbit? Do you like chicken? Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have both at the same time but can never find both at the same place? Well, Disney and Shang-Chi have taken care of that for you. That's right. You can get yourself rabbit chicken meat, now available at every Walmart and Costco. What you waiting for? Move your feet and get some rabbit chicken meat. It's good.
It's got 6 legs and 2 or 4 wings. It's been made for eating. That's what I was supposed to say.
And they're vegan.
And they're vegan. Yeah.
Yep.
I enjoyed the part where the father and the mother were doing the Crouching Tiger segment. That I thought was pretty good.
I enjoyed the part where I took my popcorn and ate it in the car after. When I
yeah, he walked out of the movie.
I walked out of the movie.
It wasn't
Poor
a very
soul.
good movie.
Poor soul.
It was a terrible movie, actually.
It was really terrible. It was really stupid.
I checked out after like the first 2 or 3 minutes. Like I seriously, once I had
when I
that
checked
CGI
out,
army fight.
Here's where I checked out. I checked out when they had 2 valets in California that are making plans to buy first-class round-trip tickets to China at the last minute. I'm like, get the F out of here.
Yeah. Well, see, here's the thing, though, Paul. We can't figure out how they eat or how they poop, but they keep multiplying like mad.
That's my house. That was yesterday.
Yeah.
Nice. I think the point in Shang-Chi where I truly just gave up was I've mentioned it before, the fight scene on the scaffolding outside of the building with all the CGI ninjas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ninjas were so obviously CGI.
Yeah.
It was pathetic. And they just kept repeating the same thing over and over again. Think if Jackie Chan had choreographed that, how beautiful that would have been.
Well, that was just it. Like that was, oh, go see this for this. These beautiful, fight scenes and all this. And I'm thinking, have y'all actually seen a real Chinese kung fu martial arts choreographed film? Have y'all actually seen a real Japanese Shotokan or Goju Ryo martial arts film?
I saw the Mexican version. It was called Crouching Mexican Hidden Ice Agent.
Hidden tequila.
Oh my God. No, but that's just it. It's like people that don't know any better. I'm like, okay, well, sure. I guess you thought that was great. And then you go see a movie like John Wick this weekend that has people in there, legitimate martial arts talents like Donnie Yen, like Hiroyuki Sanada, that get in there with a guy like Keanu Reeves who has dedicated years of his life to training in those martial arts. He goes on screen and Keanu Reeves absolutely looks like he can take on Sanada, take on Donnie Yen. It looks, I mean, that's craft. That's talent. That's dedication. The stuff they're doing at Marvel doesn't hold a candle to what's going on elsewhere in Hollywood. That's the joke. Marvel is the joke. Sorry.
You know what? There's a lesson in this. People, and I go back to the musicals. I've talked about this again also. When you see Gene Kelly and Frank Sinatra and all the other, Sid Charisse.
I'm not laughing at what you're saying. I'll explain it. I'm sorry, Paul.
But you're enthralled by their technical capability to dance beautifully, effortlessly, or seemingly effortlessly. That's called entertaining people through your skills. The Marvel movies have got so much CGI that no one really does anything. You're not seeing, as in a Jackie Chan movie, you're actually seeing people doing stuff. And the Frantics comedy troupe, which I've mentioned before, one of the things that we would do during the evening is that we would introduce different skills that we had beyond just doing sketches and writing jokes. Peter would come out and play piano and sing. Dan would play some weird 4-string instrument. I would do some kind of mime or play saxophone. So these are things people didn't expect comedians to be able to do. So it added to the entertainment value because the audience saw that we had a skill set over and above just yammering at each other. And it built the show. This is a lesson that Marvel just doesn't know. They don't know how to entertain the people through traditional methods of entertainment. And John Wick is a throwback, literally, to a Gene Kelly movie.
I was laughing because when you brought up Gene Kelly and his dancing, I think back to, I'm going to make a confession here, folks. In that vein, I spent, and I'm going back right at 20 years at this point, the theatrical production that I was involved in where I proposed to Mrs. Renegade was 20 years ago right now. It was actually 20 years ago this April, in a couple of weeks.
Wow. But it took us 10 years more to say yes.
Yeah, pretty much. I spent leading up to
3 restraining orders.
Yes. Here's a story. I spent 9 months leading up to that moment learning tap dance and learning Gene Kelly's choreography from Singing in the Rain. I was Don Lockwood, and I spent almost 9 months.
Nice.
We recreated Gene's original choreo from Singing in the Rain to do a stage show, and I somehow I don't know how I pulled that off. That about killed me. I tell you that right now.
Can you go back on your channel and go live so I can send you a super chat to see that happen on screen?
Yeah, there is video of this that will never make.
See, when he started that with 9 months, I thought that story was going completely somewhere else.
No, it wasn't going completely. No, that was there. I did actually.
I had 9 months to get my shit together.
I posted this. I tell you what, I will put this because I still have it retrieved on a Facebook video. Like I still have. Not only the show, I'm not going to put that up because I can't watch myself do that anymore, but
I can.
I do have the video of the final Sunday performance. I believe it was April 23rd of that year, where this is on video because I staged all this, and she didn't know, my Mrs. Renegade didn't know. We actually recorded the proposal. It's on video. I still have it. So if, maybe I'll put that out there soon. Maybe, you know what? Right now, I am 7 subscribers away from 20,000, and I'm frustrated. So I tell you what, if we can get that over the hump, and there's probably nobody here that's not already subbed to me, but if I get over the hump tonight, maybe I'll play that proposal video for the 20K.
You play that proposal video, I'll create 7 fake accounts, and I'll sub right now.
I've got to go find it. I have it saved. It's in the archives. I've got to pull it up, but I will pull that out the woodwork for the 20K show.
Wow.
I think that's great.
There you go. That's or what? Or beta?
I have it on DVD. Well, I have it on DVD. I have it digitally. So I've just got to go find it again.
It was only 20 years ago. It's not like it was that long ago.
Yeah, not really. Yeah. 20, I know, that's hard to 20 years.
All right. Well, Bricky unsubscribed from you, so if he subscribes, that's one more you got. So, there you go. Tripping Orc has been a member for 3 months. Maximum Effort Puppy, thank you so much. Then we got L.E. Yap, who's been a member for 7 months. Thank you so much. D-Bud is in the house, and he gifted 5 Midnight Sedge memberships. Thank you for that, D-Bud. We appreciate that. Camelbot Killer's here. How you doing, buddy? Says, do you like George Wendt? Do you like beans? God. Would you like to see George Wendt in a movie eating beans?
I'm taking a picture of this right now. I am at 19,999. And it just went to 20 before I could capture it. We are at 20K.
Sweet.
Oh, man.
Thank you, everyone in the live chat. Thank you all so much for going and subscribing to Valiant Renegade. Today is a historic day. I think now is a good time to not make this about Valiant Renegade. Let's find a way to make this about me. Valiant Renegade, who dragged you on your first live stream?
Shanatsky says Shang-Chi enjoyed not going. Watched lesbian anime. Well, there you go. There's an alternative. I just want to say
that I helped launch Valiant Renegade's live streaming career by dragging him on Echo Base Network when he thought I was a psychopath stalker.
You were.
You still are.
Oh, I remember I was like, hi, you don't know me.
But you do it so lovingly. That's the thing.
I'm like, hi, you don't know me, but I think you'd be awesome. I should go find that old email that I sent you.
Fat Steven's tiny ass. There's the ass that almost got slapped. Says, hit the like button, please, before Tom hits me. See? Yeah, I will smack that donkey. It's a bad donkey. Then we've got Lupita. Uh-oh. Mikey.
What? Where's
Lupita's
my alimony? Mikey, I wait for my money. That's a fake account. That's Fat Steven Seagal right there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because it says Canadian $2.20. That's how he does it.
Uh-oh.
See, Canadian. That's how we know it's not really.
Use a VPN.
I have Mikey's donkey video VR. We can. No, you don't.
I have Mikey's donkey video VR.
No, that video of me. Six will verify that video of me. You may. I might look like a donkey, but I'm not doing a donkey.
Wait, you're the one dressed like a donkey?
No, I'm the one hung like a donkey.
Oh.
Paul knew where I was going. Paul saw that joke coming our way.
Ever since I joined this stream tonight, my subscribers are going down.
Oh, what? Shit. That happens.
Well, go sub to Paul. How is Paul losing subs? You're one of the most brilliant guys on YouTube.
You're sweet.
I'm honest.
I think
and people were like earlier, oh, look at the nice legs walking behind Valiant on that's my daughter.
I can tell Paul something he doesn't know, but no, he's heard this from Tom. I know he's heard this from Tom once he got on the Midnight Set show, but I can personally validate as a behind the scenes guy that I was hounded for weeks and weeks about you being on Midnight Sedge. And then finally I'm like, and when I heard Tom say that they were going to get you, I'm like, oh, thank God they're going to reach out.
Oh, that was really nice.
Oh, dude, like you were like, Mike, have you seen this guy? Yes. Have you seen his video? Yeah. I'm like, oh my God, I watched all his videos.
I am not kidding. I don't think we've ever had another YouTuber ever where we have had so many comments in our section of, have you heard of this guy?
People were sending super chats, Paul. Like weeks before you showed up, people were sending super chats to call you. Right, Tom?
Yes.
And
I've never had it.
Has it been a letdown?
No.
Yes.
What? No.
But somebody who lets me down on a daily basis, so I'm used to it, Paul. So it's okay.
That's okay.
Is Mr. Culture Casino.
Hey.
So.
Oh, why is he here?
I like that hat he's got.
Oh, I just
is that a shark?
Something came up. I gotta go.
All right.
Oh, everybody got to leave now at Culture.
Bye, Valiant.
He's got a shark on his head.
I was just, it was a joke.
VR's mean to me now. I don't know why. It's like
he showed up and I'm like, I gotta go. VR hates me.
So what does your daughter think about your show, Valiant?
It's like, oh my God, my dad's on YouTube and stuff. You know, And
he thinks he's an influencer and stuff.
Look. Here's the thing: the story I brought up earlier, Paul, about 20 years ago.
I think it's a great
3
story.
weeks from now. You know what? To my daughter, I love you very much. I know she's not watching; she just went upstairs. But had it not been for that, you wouldn't be here. So there you go.
I don't want to picture the method that got her here. I think you went too far there, Renegade.
I need one of those that says "You said too much." Kenneth LaRock is.
Oh no, I'm not. No, it wasn't.
Thank you,
it was
Kenneth.
just, look, that was it. That was the culmination of. At that point, it was 5 years. Mrs. Renegade and I had been dating and together, graduated college, and that's when the proposal happened, almost 20 years ago now. 3 weeks from now, April 23rd, I think it was.
Wow.
With me playing Gene Kelly, Don Lockwood, and Singing in the Rain. So, yeah.
Well,
I have not seen you at a karaoke stream.
I probably because it's always when I can't be around.
I stole my wife from a good friend of mine who was going on stage, and he asked me to sit with his girlfriend.
Oh boy.
And I was talking with her, and I said, "Hey, you want to go out?"
Oh, you thought he said sit on my girlfriend?
Oh, hey now.
It wasn't really his girlfriend, but he was going out with her that night.
He had designs on her.
He had designs on her.
Or have my girlfriend sit on you. One of the
I sat down next to her, and we chatted. Went out to dinner the next day, and I think we got engaged 6 months later.
Wow.
There you go. Shit happens.
I think back then in those days they called it their best girl. Was that how they referred to it? She's my best girl.
Maybe.
I don't know. It was like the 1800s, wasn't it?
Well, the guy was really pissed off.
I would be too, but
he was really annoyed.
I bet.
So,
but when you got to go for it, you got to go for it, man.
I was lucky. I found the boss in church.
Okay.
Wow.
You want to hear another story? Here's a weirder story. You ready?
Yep.
She was an altar boy. You were a priest. All right, go.
I almost dated her sister.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, this does actually sound familiar. So.
Yeah.
Been there, done that.
We know.
I met my wife's sister before I met her. That happens.
I did. That happened with me too.
That's a Southern thing.
It is. No, it may well be. I mean, we hug and kiss everybody down here. Like we just met you. Like it's a hug and a kiss. That's the South, baby.
Okay. I'm kind of now I'm worried about meeting Valiant.
Yeah, me too. I am a little concerned. Professor Haitian has been a member for 19 months. Thank you so much. Says, I wish I had 10 subs. Congrats on the 20K, Valiant.
Thank you.
Love all of you guys. Chato is who I am learning from the most. Well, there you go.
Very nice of you.
Well, he's the smartest guy here.
And Haitian, you got to start somewhere, man. Look, we've all been there.
You're very kind to everyone.
Look, the first time somebody that wasn't related to me watched one of my videos was like the highest point of my YouTube career.
Considering our last conversation, I thought that was going somewhere completely different, and thank God it didn't. Darius says, let's get Vinegar Syndrome transfer Valiant proposal video to 4K HD, then featured on 4K for you. Well, Darius, I'm sure Valiant could explain why it probably could never be in true 4K. And he took off on us because it was shot in probably DV cam.
Oh God, yeah. There's no way to upscale that properly. It'll look like
garbage. Yeah. Lapita has more for you here, Mikey.
What just happened?
Oh, for God's sake, Lupita hung more like a Chihuahua, but like a what? Wait, what?
I don't know. I think she's having a crisis, whether she loves you or not.
More like a Chihuahua, but like a well, those are two completely different dogs.
I know.
I don't understand.
We'll just leave it as hung like a Chihuahua.
No, let's go to German Shepherd. Wait, that's still too small. Wait, what?
It's a black German Shepherd.
Couple weeks late, just sent in $39.99 South African rands. Wow. Didn't say anything. I don't know if you meant to say something couple of weeks late. Go ahead and @ me or 6 if you did, and we can address that. But otherwise, thank you for the support.
Oh, yeah.
Then we got Jason Sandberg here who says, no man is cool in his own house. This is true. This is true.
Yeah.
Warwolf says, so, thoughts on the fall of Shazam 2? Well, we normally don't get too much onto topical news here on this program, but
we'll talk about this in 30 on my channel. So,
but yeah, we'll probably get deeper into it on Culture Casino's channel. But I think this is one of those like nobody's surprised kind of situations. I have yet to run into anybody who's surprised that this movie failed.
I think 6 called it like way back that this movie was going to not do well.
I was excited for Shazam 2 even after the first trailer, but for that first snippet trailer, whatever they call it, but once I saw the actual trailer that came out, I'm like, oh, I'm not good. And by the way, Shazam, DC character wise, is after Batman and Green Lantern for me. Like I grew up liking Shazam more than Superman.
It was light on rabbit chickens.
You know what?
That was a problem.
So it's really strange. Think about the last 2 superhero films that have been in theaters. They both flopped.
Yep.
Flopped.
That's because the people that are making them suck.
True story.
True.
I mean, at this point, John Wick's a superhero.
He is.
Well, he's making superhero bucks, and his films are performing like the superhero films used to.
Look, okay, so it was pointed out to me that the previous 2 films cost like $30 or $40 million each to make, right? Whereas this one cost $100 million. It cost half as much as Ant-Man Quantumania.
And weren't you saying that they it seems like they did cram 4 and 5 together? Like
they did, dude. It's definitely two films in one. And that was what makes it seem overly long to some viewers. But let me tell you, it's only overly long because I think they're near heart attacks at the end of the film because it's been so much action for so long. You know?
For those who don't know what I'm referring to is when they originally announced these, they were going to shoot John Wick 4 and 5 back to back right after Keanu had gotten done with Bill and Ted, and what was the other movie in between there? The other John Wick movie, I think. Or he shot the other John Wick movie, then did Bill and Ted.
Matrix 4.
Matrix 4, that's it. That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah.
Yeah.
After Matrix 4, he was supposed to jump into John Wick 4 and 5.
I think it's great that we forgave him for Matrix 4.
I don't think it was his fault.
I don't think anybody blamed him for that.
I don't think
that was
so.
The thing.
He was doing too much other great stuff at the same point to where it was like, yeah, this is we're just going to write that off. Now they're branching out into the John Wick television series, The Ballerina.
He did it because he's a hugely loyal person, and he did it for Wojciechowicz or whatever their name.
Wachowski.
Well,
it was just one Wachowski sister, actually.
The brother, sister.
The only good thing about that Matrix movie was that the only good thing about that Matrix movie was basically that the creators come out and said, yeah, Warner Brothers told us that they're going to make it with us or without us.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, there wasn't a choice. Like, we're going to have this happen and then blah, blah, blah. And it's like...
Otherwise, yeah.
It's like, Carrie Ann Moss, you get the Matrix 4, and your next thing in the line is the Acolyte. How's your day going?
Not well.
Oh, is Carrie Ann in the Acolyte?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Well, and I kind of figured out, I could break down the Matrix Resurrections in 1 minute flat.
All right.
I did it on Comics Division, and we get to see Valiant Culture here.
Oh, God.
What is everyone's thoughts on the Matrix Resurrections?
Matrix No More Erections?
Yeah.
I feel like there was like a 60 to 70 minute episode of something good maybe in there. And most of it involves everything that had anything to do with Neil Patrick Harris, pretty much.
Wow.
I agreed with his character a lot more than I expected to, and the rest of it is just like shotgun references wrapped around a really bad fan film.
This movie, you guys aren't even seeing the truth. This movie is about a man who has to get ready for a date, so he takes a little blue pill.
That
he can't get it up no more.
Yes, I don't know how to notice that.
No, that's a good one.
It's true. It's in the movie.
No, it is the movie. He couldn't fly. He couldn't get it up.
Yeah, he was taking a blue pill every day. Did you notice that?
Yeah, he was.
That's going to lead to a priapism. I'm just sorry. Did it's a medical condition.
Culture, you were obsessed with that. I realized it's.
It's a serious thing.
What just happened?
That is what the Matrix Resurrection was all about. He took the pill because he couldn't get it up no more, and then he did because he had a date.
Wow.
That's why it was called Res-erection.
Exactly. Yes.
Wow.
That's what happens when we don't have a show.
It was about
plan.
old people dating.
So that was okay. So are you saying that The Matrix 4 was the sequel to Cocoon 2?
Yes.
It was a prequel.
Shit.
No, I think
Mind blown.
It was the sequel to Wild Hogs.
Oh, no.
Oh God.
No.
There is motorcycles. You got a point.
Oh.
We don't talk about Cocoon enough. Cocoon was a great freaking movie.
It was. I didn't say Cocoon. I said Cocoon 2.
I know, but now you
motherfucker.
just remind me. In Cocoon 2, we don't talk about.
That was the point. I don't say these things in a vacuum.
I know.
Don Amici was so good in that film, and I learned so much about him after that performance in Cocoon.
Oh, shut up, Snowdub.
My jokes were bad. You know what's funny about the Cocoon movie is that what's his face, Wilford Brimley, he is like half the age of the rest of the cast. Like everybody else in that cast is old enough to be his dad.
He just always looked old. It's like Patrick Stewart. Patrick Stewart always looked old, right? It's just like, good Lord, were you born 50? What the hell, man?
Yeah, Wilford Brimley. Yeah, dude, 50.
David Glenn, I'm older now than Will. Yeah, because he was like in his late 40s, early 50s, I think, when he made that. Like everybody else was in their 70s and shit. Like maybe the only other one that was any close to that was Don Amici. Don Amici was another one of those when he hit a certain age, he just looked perpetually old, right?
Yeah. But he was
kind of like Max von Sydow, but yeah,
he was such a great man, and he never cursed. We were talking about this when remember when we were covering
diabetes is a curse word.
No, Don Amici, But we were talking about this when he was in
because he didn't want to say fuck him, turn it back on.
Yeah.
Don Amici sounds like diabetes.
What movie is that from, guys?
Trading Places?
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, he did not want to do that scene.
He didn't like to curse. Did not like to curse.
He's like, I'll say it, but I'm not saying the F word. And he's like, no, you got to say it. That's the only thing that makes it funny. He's like,
I'll
no.
do it one time.
He's like, you got one take, and that's
and you know
it.
what? It was really funny coming out of his mouth.
Exactly. Turn those things back on. No. Your brother's having a heart attack. Fuck him. Turn it back on.
Yep.
The one time.
Old style Hollywood.
Yep.
Oh, I love Trading Places. Oh,
it's a great film.
It was a good film.
Hi, I'm Inga from Sweden. But you're wearing lederhosen. Yeah, I'm Inga from Sweden.
Those are German.
Happy New Year. Or Merry New Year. That's what he says, yeah.
Yeah,
Merry New Year.
We're talking about so many comedies, and I guess
we haven't had good ones, Paul.
No, yes, and I think the last Midnight Edge we talked about what a dearth of comedies there are out there.
Yeah,
and not only that, just ones that are memorable, right? Like, I mean, I'm sitting here stretching back, and it's like the last good ones anybody can bring up are usually like The Hangover, Super Bad, stuff like that, and maybe a few of the Paul Feig ones before Ghostbusters.
The Farley brothers.
Yeah, they got. Which one do they got out now? That one that's supposedly really good that Chris was talking about the other day about the Special Olympics kids. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Champions, I think it is.
Don't know.
Losers?
No, it's actually called Champions, which is it's about the.
It was a joke, but
I know.
Didn't land.
Nah, because it's about Special Olympic kids. That's why.
Woody Harrelson is he actually, I saw the trailer for that. He actually
Woody Harrelson's in it. Yeah,
he looks really good in that.
Oh, I know the movie you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah, that's their latest.
It's another sport.
At least one of their.
It's another sports savior movie.
Yeah.
He compared it a little bit to like Bad News Bears. He said,
which was a very funny movie.
Yes, they don't. You could not make Bad News Bears. They tried to remake Bad News Bears and it didn't work.
Even A League of Their Own was funny. But again, we're not talking about Nora Ephron style comedies.
Right. That's a good thing, right? I mean, we were talking about Nora Ephron specifically. What if I told you that you were going to get something that was original from Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson's production company, that you never wanted to see again?
Like the My Big Fat Greek Wedding?
3.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, that's
I think
terrible.
you were telling me about that a while ago, or somebody.
The first one was very charming. I liked the first one, but then I knew a lot of the actors in it because it was shot in Toronto, and
I loved the original film.
Yeah, the first
and
one.
then I was done.
That was it. The second one was wretched.
Yeah.
Was terrible. And then her singing and dancing movie wasn't very good. No, we're missing comedy. This is what we need. And you know what? Comedies are cheap to make. Yeah, they're not global in scope.
No.
But for God's sakes, make one for $10 million. Make 50, and let's get the audience laughing.
Yeah.
There's
well,
two.
The other problem, Paul, is there is no funny people left, right? Like Mindy Kaling is what we've got to choose from here, right? Like
there's two others that have a chance, right? This year, which would be the Barbie movie.
Right.
That's July, and Strays, which is that talking dog one.
Oh, okay.
The only thing that I think will be funny, but not the way they want it to be funny, is a film we were talking about a week ago, No Hard Feelings.
Who's in that?
Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, right.
She's playing
the first female actress ever in Hollywood.
Anything.
Yeah.
But that's it. Those aren't the movies I would go see because I thought they were funny. So if I would go see a Ben Stiller movie. I would want to go see, what was the Farrell, not the Farrell brothers, the Talladega Nights is one of the funniest movies that I can recall. That was
that's been almost 20 years now too.
Yeah.
Six. What was the last good comedy film that you saw?
Dumb and Dumber.
That was
the original or the sequel?
Dumb and Dumber.
The original.
The sequel is Dumb and Dumberer.
Thought she was going to say
that's true. I was just making sure.
Yeah. No, I don't even think I saw the sequel.
Wow. I mean, the sequel wasn't as bad as some people made it out to be, but it wasn't a patch on the original. Yeah, it had a few good bits, but like that's what I mean. Like I agree. Like we have not had a good classic comedy. Like I've had this idea rattling around in my head for a movie that'd be perfect. Speaking of Jim Carrey, for like somebody like him. That I remember telling the script about way back when I first met him. It's basically it's like Misfortune is what I was calling it. It's about this guy who has like the worst luck in the world, and then one day he gets a fortune cookie that says his luck will change, and then everything turns around for him. Like everything, he becomes lucky to the point where it's like a problem. But like so like we just haven't had a movie like that in so long, and a movie like that fits right in with like Liar Liar, right? Like. It's just a fun, goofy comedy that we know is nonsensical, but we just haven't had one of those kind of movies where you can just kick back and enjoy it, where there's like a decent gimmick to it or whatever you want to call it. I hate using the term gimmick, but you know what I mean? A good premise, I guess is what I was trying to say, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see the comedians that I like being funny, but, the Marx Brothers are gone. And who is young out there that I'd want to see in a movie? Chappelle can't act.
Well, he can, but he can play parts that are. He plays parts that are very similar to himself very well, let's say, or like a good character bit.
The Bob Hope, Bing Crosby road movies. I mean, I really don't like what the 40-year-old virgin did to comedy. Like after that, there was like nothing you could do. Zoolander was funny.
I didn't like that, but I do understand why people enjoyed it, and I agree. Yeah, we need more stuff like that. But yeah,
Legally Blonde, I thought was great.
Yeah, another one in that situation. Like the House Bunny was another one that we haven't seen in a while. That kind of like that, but
even City Slickers was great.
Well, City Slickers was kind of a whole nother level for comedy. That's the last time we've had one It was really taken like that. Even got Oscar nominations. But Valiant. Go ahead, Valiant.
I was going to say that one movie that you're probably going to freak out about that you might disagree, but my wife and I howled at was Spy with Melissa McCarthy.
That was my least favorite of his pre-Ghostbuster films, but
I love that movie.
Yeah.
We howled with laughter.
Me too. I thought it was hilarious.
I didn't mind Paul Feig when he was making movies like that. But anyway, Valiant does have to run, I guess, and we're gonna head out here soon anyway because Culture has a show starting soon too.
Yeah, and I gotta go too.
So let's start with Valiant.
Culture always has a show starting soon.
No one streams as much.
Here's another great comedy that people haven't talked about too much.
Years. Yes.
Amen. Micah, God,
fucking movie.
Brilliance.
One of the funniest thing I saw in a while was on Twitter. Is anybody else here subscribed to the Johnny Lawrence Twitter account?
No.
Yes, I am.
Yes.
I am.
One day he goes, "Why didn't anybody tell me LaRusso was wanted for murder down south?"
Look, let me tell you what.
For murder.
I have been following that Twitter account since he had like 4 subs. I'm not shitting you. Like
the shit he says is hilarious,
oh
and it's not even affiliated with the show as far as I know either.
No, it's brilliant.
And they
it's
have a Daniel
brilliant.
LaRusso account that banters with it too. But yeah.
Yes. School of Rock was great. Dirt and Ronnie Scoundrels. But I mean, comedians have a very short lifespan. And, you enjoy them for a period of time, and then it's kind of done.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, let's let Valiant get out of here so we can get to the rest of our super chats, and then we can get out of here.
And then
I got a boogie. Thank you all for hanging around. Keep hanging around here.
Take care.
For Midnight's Edge After Dark.
I want to see the dance routine, Valiant.
Yes, we do.
And congratulations.
I am not promising. I want to be clear. I am not promising any video releases of the dance stuff, the actual performance, but I will.
That's what we want to see.
You know what? I don't give a shit. It's my channel. I do what I want, but I will. I will. I have just called this out. I was going to do a members show Friday night this week, late Friday, like a Friday night late show, because I have to get caught up. This is a wicked time of year for me. It's hard to do, but we have just hit 20,000 subscribers on Valiant Renegade just in the last 20 minutes. We will have the 20,000 sub celebration show Friday night this week. I promise, I've got to go drag it back out of the video archives. I will play the moment that I proposed to Mrs. Renegade 20 years ago, almost to the day, on that show. Stick around, folks. It's coming. We'll have it handled. Hope to see you there. Appreciate this audience. Culture, Tom, Six, Mike, Paul, my family. Thank you all so much.
Yeah.
More to come.
Bye, VR.
Everybody's getting. Oh, here we go.
What?
There we go.
Not a YouTuber.
You are too.
Look at that.
Nope.
I fixed it.
You've even made channel super chats, Mikey.
Wait, what?
What did you do?
You are the biggest YouTuber ever, Mike.
That's not true. That is categorically not true.
What the fuck is under my name?
What happened?
I have no idea.
You decide what that is. You type it in yourself.
I have no idea what that is.
You just click on the little thingy.
What does that mean?
You just click on it, and it says edit, name, and headline.
What just happened?
I have no idea.
She's changed. I don't know what DHWTY stands for, but you can pick your own headline.
Yeah.
You can change it, Six.
Yeah, I just put my channel there.
See? You can change it if you want.
Can you change other people's? No.
I can.
I'm Culture Casino of Culture Casino.
I want Culture Casino to start doing a timesheet where he logs in all of his live streaming hours in a week. I want him to do it for 4 weeks in a row.
I think Paul froze.
No, he's breathing. I think he's napping.
He's just not interested in anything we're doing.
Oh, there he is. He unfroze. Okay. Let's keep moving here. We got Kenneth the Rock, who's been a member for 21 months. It's a minimum effort puppy level. Thank you so much. Abdulio sends in $10. Says, Paul, you mentioned being a fan of Rurouni Kenshin. Have you seen the 5-film live-action adaptation? If not, I highly recommend it. They're great adaptation of the entire manga series.
I have not mentioned Rurouni unless it's attached to a property and I didn't know he did it. So you'd have to mention the title.
Yeah, I'm not sure when Paul mentioned that. If he did, it was maybe misheard it.
Yeah,
or somebody else said they were.
I'm not familiar with that individual.
Sorry.
Maybe their works. Maybe their works.
And I'm not willing to lie.
Nah, no sense in it. Action Com says, who saw the John Wick 4 end credit scene while Culture left before because he had to pee? What do you think of the end credit scenes? I hear Marvel leans on that gimmick. I haven't seen it. I don't know. Mikey, did you see John Wick 4?
No. And at the rate
And
things
6
are
hasn't
going,
yet.
I probably won't. I probably won't see it till next weekend. I'm really struggling. I'm really struggling here. Like, I'm tempted to drive 2 hours to Jacksonville to go see it in 4DX next Saturday, but I don't know if I can wait that long.
Well, I know Culture has to run.
He does, but he's the only one who's seen John Wick 4. Yeah.
John Wick 4. Okay, before
don't tell me nothing. I don't want to hear it.
The blackening looked terrible. And the Seth Rogen comedy looked terrible. They're both terrible. I agree. I saw both of those trailers. They're very terrible. That's all I have to say about that.
The muzzle flashes, were they CGI or live?
They looked real to me.
Okay.
They looked real to me. I really did enjoy absolutely all of the gun fu that was going on.
Are you going to be talking John Wick over on your your show, Culture?
Yeah.
Okay.
Action Com, a little bit. I'll see you.
Yeah,
over there.
head on over there, and we'll be talking some John Wick over there. But yeah, the two comedy shows. The only comedy that I've been looking at, maybe checking out, has been that You People one. I've been hearing good things about that. So, Werewolf says it's pronounced Rurouni. Well, Rurouni, is that it?
The San Francisco treat?
Ding ding.
Rurouni?
Rice Rurouni, the San Francisco treat.
Yep.
Oh, listen to her saying. We got Nicholas Horton, who's been a member for 18 months. Nicholas Horton at Justice for Rebecca Edgerunners. That's what it says. Okay. 18 months. And with that, we are caught up, are we not?
Yep.
Did you
I can go to bed now.
Before John Wick 4, they showed 2 comedy trailers, The Blackening and Seth Rogen produced Joyride. Not one person laughed. Yeah. Culture said that he did not think they looked too good. And I'm not even familiar with either one of them. But Paul has to go to bed. Mikey loves Elf. And yeah, we've got the morning show in the morning. We've got a guest coming later on this week, too. So stay tuned, kids. We'll be talking to James Etok once again. I'm sure He-Man and Ghostbusters will come up. So
I might have the real red green on my show.
Sweet. I know a lot of folks who would be a fan of that, especially in Wisconsin. His show is huge in Wisconsin.
He's starting a podcast, and he's going to promote it on my show.
Sweet. Let me know if that happens. I know a few people I'll turn on to that, because I'll be like, hey, I know a guy who knows red green, man. Like, you have no idea how popular he was in Wisconsin.
Oh, no. I know how he knows how popular.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. Yeah. All right. Well, with that, Paul, anything coming up that you want to plug?
No. I'm just, every
I think red green. How can you beat the red green thing?
I have a good rant coming up that I thought of that I quite like the structure of. So it's coming.
I'm going to wait for the thumbnail. It's going to be a picture of me. It's going to say, why Mexican Airman sucks.
So Mikey, since you're the bestest YouTuber ever, what do you got coming up?
Nothing. I got stress and a client with a court hearing tomorrow that I'm still doing the work for.
Oh, yikes. Okay. All right. Well, we'll let you get out of here so you can get that done. Yeah. Take care of yourself.
Love ya.
Love you too. And 6, anything you got coming up you want to plug?
I got laundry to do.
Well, it's not going to get done by itself. So if anybody wants to help 6 with her laundry, let her know.
I'll meet you down at the creek.
There you go.
How much detergent do you need for a thong?
I'll find out.
I used to hand wash those.
I'm not surprised.
Well, some delicates, wouldn't you want to anyway? Yeah.
Yeah, my wife puts the bras into one of these mesh sacks, and if I make the mistake of just grabbing all the stuff from the washer and throwing it into the dryer without checking, she gets really mad. Well, see, listen to the sound. 6 made the sound.
Yep. I know this because I've seen Hedwig and the Angry Inch, and there's a whole scene about where he's bitching out somebody for putting a bra in a dryer. You don't put a bra in a dryer; it warps.
I don't do it on purpose.
That's what they said. It's funny.
I don't do it on purpose.
No, it's a hilarious scene.
I'm sorry.
But anyhow, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Thank you guys on the panel here. Check everybody out. Yeah, head on over to Cultures and give him crap.
Bye, everyone.
Take care of yourselves. Good night. Where's my button?
Where's your button?
I had a button somewhere. Did stuff.